Hi, I'm Jill Perry-Eising, and I lost 125 pounds in the last year and a half. I started out in my weight loss journey at 297 pounds, and I'm now 172 pounds. I've been maintaining my weight for about the last 6 months. And so what I'd like to talk about is, well, what did I used to eat when I was pushing 300 pounds? So that's what today's video is going to be about. First off, I'm going to be talking about using MyFitnessPal. I lost my weight using MyFitnessPal to track every single calorie that I ate. I stick to about 15 to 1600 calories in a day, and I try to make a goal of having no meal more than 500 calories. So everything's 500 calories or less. That's how I eat now. But prior to going on my weight loss journey, I used to just be a really unhealthy eater. We were always on the run. We still are always on the run, but I make better choices now. And what I mean by that is, like, we go to my kids' sports events and we get home late, or we're grabbing a piece of pizza on the road, or we're grabbing like McDonald's or something like that on the road. So let's start with breakfast. A typical breakfast for me would have been on my way to work, maybe stop at, say, McDonald's and get myself a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, or I used to like the sausage egg biscuits a lot. And so I would get the meal. So that would come with a sandwich and a hash brown. And then I would kid myself and I order a Diet Coke with that. So like I was saving calories there. All right, so on to lunch. When I would eat lunch, same thing. I would leave work, because I like to leave work just to get out, off of work premises and just to get a break. So sometimes I would come home and eat where I would have leftovers from the night before, and I still do that. But more often than not, I was a fast food junkie because I was so used to eating it on the run that I really looked forward to it. And where I live, we have a main avenue in town, and it's fast food heaven. There's McDonald's, there's Burger King, there's Taco Bell, there's Nathan's, oh gosh, there's Five Guys, there's Checkers, so there's Chinese food, there's pizza places, so there's just crap food everywhere. So let's say I would stop at probably Taco Bell. That was one of my favorites. So I would get like a combination meal, and usually say maybe like a Mexican pizza, and then I think that comes with I think 2 tacos. So now a typical dinner we'd probably eat around 7 o'clock. I'd probably start cooking it around 6:30. I'll give you an example. An old family favorite recipe of ours is something we call concoction. My grandmother made it, my sister makes it, my mother made it, my aunts made it. It's you saute an onion in olive oil. You take a pound or pound and a half of ground beef, and I would think I'm being healthy, so I would buy 93% fat-free ground beef, which is healthy. However, when you eat a lot of it, it's not so healthy anymore. So I would saute the meat in the oil with onions, and then I would boil up a box of elbow macaroni. And then once the elbow macaroni was cooked, I'd put that in the pan with the meat, and then I'd add a can of tomato soup, a can of diced tomatoes, and a small can of tomato sauce. Mix that all together, and that's what we called concoction. A very easy meal on a weeknight to make. So now when I eat that, I measure out a 1 cup serving. So I'm having just 1 cup of pasta, and I don't usually measure the meat, but you figure if I started with a pound of meat and I'm having 1/4 of that, I'm going to count that for 4 ounces of meat. But when I was overeating and almost 300 pounds, I would just plop that on the plate, a good 2 scoops, so it was probably 2 cups. I'd eat, and then I'd probably want to go back for seconds, because I always went back for seconds and sometimes third, which is a total habit that I've broken now. I never ever go back for seconds anymore, just 1 measured out serving. So I'd go back for seconds, so you figure if I had 2 cups of the dish, and then maybe another cup for my second serving, I'm going to measure out in MyFitnessPal 3 cups of that dish. So I'll look up all of the ingredients. So I'm at the computer, and I'm going to bring up MyFitnessPal, and then I want to first start off by showing you what I had yesterday to eat, just to show you what a typical day is like for me now that I've lost the weight. My usual caloric intake is somewhere between like 1,500 and 1,600 calories. And then I'm going to plug in all the information for what I used to eat, the way I used to eat when I was just about 300 pounds. So let me get started. Okay, so here I'm in MyFitnessPal, and I'm on today's date, which is February 21st. And so far today I've had a muffin for breakfast and a little peanut butter and jelly thing for lunch. So it's not a complete day to get a full idea of what I might eat in a day. So let me jump over to yesterday. And so yesterday I had just a typical day. I had brought my son to physical therapy and stopped in 7-Eleven to kill time and have something to eat for breakfast while he was in physical therapy. So I had a buttered roll. So that was 330 calories. For lunch, I had something that I got at Aldi's, a cheeseburger, like a lean pocket kind of thing with cheeseburger in it. So that and a snack at lunch. So that was 450 calories. For dinner, I made Sloppy Joes with 93% fat-free ground beef, and I only had one serving, whereas normally I would have had 2 servings and 3 servings in the past. So Sloppy Joe sauce, a hamburger bun, and I had a small serving of fries, frozen French fries. So that's 425 calories. And then in the middle of the day when I was hungry, I had a snack. I had a Dannon Greek yogurt, and with some PB Fit, tablespoon of that mixed in with the yogurt. And if you don't know what that is, that's like powdered peanut butter. A serving is 50 calories for 2 tablespoons. So I just had 1 tablespoon. If you mix it in with yogurt, if you like the flavor of peanut butter, it's a nice flavor. So that was yesterday. So yesterday's total caloric intake was 1,390 calories, and I actually had 80 calories remaining. MyFitnessPal says based on my age, weight, height, all of the my vitals, that I should be eating 1,470 calories a day. But I usually go over that. Like I said, 1,500 to 1,600 calories is kind of like my sweet spot. I don't count macros, but if you did count macros, you could always use MyFitnessPal for that. Not even sure quite where that would be. It's in here somewhere, but I don't even know because I don't do it. But let me move on. Let me take a look at going back to today, and then let me add in food as if I was still 300 pounds. So let me jump over to today. All right, let me delete what I had today already, because that's not what I would have had. So I said a typical morning might have been me stopping at McDonald's before work and having a, what is it called, a egg and sausage biscuit with a hash brown. That would have been a meal. And of course, the Diet Coke, because I was being really good, not having calories with my drink. So I put on the menu over here, McDonald's menu, and just to show you, I would have had right here, so this one right here, sausage biscuit with egg. So let's see, can I zoom in on that? Yeah. All right, so I'm sure many of you probably know what that is. So let's go back into MyFitnessPal and see what that's going to cost me in terms of calories. So let's go into breakfast and let's punch in McDonald's. I could have gotten the calories from the McDonald's website, but I'm just going to go with what MyFitnessPal has in it because that's normally what I would do. So McDonald's sausage, egg, biscuit. All right, so there it is right there. Sausage, egg, biscuit. Holy smokes, if I ate the whole thing, it would be 510 calories. That's a lot. And so then I also would have had the hash brown with it, so let me look up a McDonald's hash brown. All right, so hash brown, I guess from their website, a 2-ounce serving. There's a couple of different, it's 147 calories, 150 calories. I never know which one to go with, so I kind of go with whichever one looks the best. So there's a couple of entries for 150 calories on the hash brown, so I'll go with 150 calories and add that. So if this was a typical day when I was pushing 300 pounds, that would have been 660 calories just for breakfast. So now let's put in lunch. So I said where I live, it's a mecca of fast food. You can get anything: McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Five Guys, Subway, Jersey Mike's, I think it's called, the sandwich. Anything. You name the fast food place, we have it in town. So let's say I would have gone to Taco Bell because that was one of my favorites. So I would have gotten a combo meal. And I brought up Taco Bell's website just to show you a combo meal. And so let me see if I can zoom in. This one right here, the Mexican pizza. I used to love the Mexican pizza combo meal. It says right here that it's between 920 and 1340 calories. And don't forget, I would have had my Diet Coke with that. I still drink Diet Coke, but I'm not kidding myself now in terms of saving calories by drinking Diet Coke. I didn't gain my weight from drinking Diet Coke. I gained my weight from eating this crap out all the time and eating lots of it. So let me come over into MyFitnessPal and let's go to Taco Bell Mexican pizza. And I would have eaten the whole meal. Now if I have fast food, like if I have a sandwich, I'll have like 3/4 of it because I want to try to keep my calories under 500 usually for every meal. And I would never order fries or side dishes now. Okay, so the Mexican pizza for Taco Bell is 550 calories, so let me add that in. And if I jump back over to the Taco Bell website, that's looking like that's not just a regular taco, that's a Taco Supreme, which has a few more calories on it because it has sour cream on it. See how well I know fast food menus? All right, so I would have had 2 of those. So let's look up Taco Bell Crunchy Taco Supreme. I was always a crunchy girl. Taco Bell Crunchy Taco Supreme. Okay, crunchy chicken out. Crunchy Taco Supreme. 1 is 190, and the combo meal comes with 2, and I would have eaten the 2. So there's 2. So let me add that, and that would have been lunch because I wouldn't have had any calories with Diet Coke. Holy smokes! Let me zoom in. Look at that. 930 calories just on lunch. So holy smokes, that's almost 2/3 of what I would eat now for calories. So I'm right now, I haven't had any snacks on this pseudo diet plan. All I've had was breakfast and lunch, not dinner, and I'm already at 1,590 calories. And like right now, I said my goal is like a day is like between 1,500 and 1,600. So I even said I would have like about 3 snacks with that, right? So let's go back. All right. So coming home from work, I probably would have had a snack. So let's say I had some cookies. Let me get this going. Add snacks. My mouse is screwy. All right. So those snacks that I just showed you, those were cookies from Aldi. So Benton's, chocolate, peanut butter cookies. So let's see what we have. Yeah, this was it. Peanut butter fudge cookies. No, this was it. Peanut butter filled cookies. 2 for 160. And I said I normally would never have just 2. I would have had at least 4. So I'll put in 2 servings of 2. So I probably would have had that around 2:30 when I got home. So that was 320 calories just for the peanut butter cookies. And then before dinner, I may have had like a Drake's cake or a devil dog, or I had shown you earlier in the video that I had in the house right now, we had some muffins. So let me put in, that's called, I think, Village Bakery. So Village, again, from Aldi's, because that's my favorite store. So Village Bakery, blueberry muffin. And I'm actually partial to chocolate. If we had devil dogs, I'd go for that over a muffin any day. So now I probably would have had this somewhere around 5 o'clock because we don't eat dinner until like 7 o'clock. So I would have been hungry, a few hours after having the first snack. So that blueberry muffin right there, if I was to have that as a snack, was 360 calories. All right, so then I would have dinner. So let's take a look and see what dinner is. So dinner. I had the dish called concoction, so I would have had, let's say, a tiny little bit of olive oil. I probably wouldn't even have counted that, so let's just say extra virgin olive oil, because I would have sauteed onions in that, and I would have browned the chopped meat in that, which would be 93% fat-free. So 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil is 120 calories. I wouldn't have had a whole tablespoon because I would only put like 2 tablespoons into the whole thing. So maybe I would have tops a half a tablespoon. So I'm going to go 0.5 and add that. All right, now I'm going to put in my chopped meat. So 93, I don't know my numbers. I'm a business teacher, so I'm a typing teacher. You'd think I would know my numbers. 93% fat-free ground beef. So I guess 1 serving would be like 3 or 4 ounces. So they have here 1 serving at 4 ounces. So I said I would have gone back for seconds and even thirds. So I'm going to put in 3 for this. 3 servings, I mean. So 3 for the ground beef. Then we put into the dish, we put elbow macaroni. So let me add that. Elbow macaroni. Oh, what do we have here? So a cup. Let's see, elbow macaroni noodles. So it looks like a serving is 210 calories. So I would have had, which is about a cup, I think. Oh, actually, it's showing me here 1 serving is a half a cup. So I would have had like a good 2 cups of macaroni. So I've got to times this by 4. Okay. Oh boy. Holy smokes, that's a lot of calories. That's if I had 4 half cups. I'm not sure if that means like half cups uncooked or half cups cooked, but I don't think I would have had 4 half. I think that means like before it's cooked, but I'm gonna leave it just because I'm not sure. So 840 calories. Then I would have had like maybe a tablespoon or two of tomato soup because that was part of the recipe. So tomato soup. Tomato soup, canned, condensed. Oh gosh, I wouldn't have had more than a quarter of a can of that. So I'm going to go 0.25 for a quarter of a can, a quarter of a cup, whatever the servings is. And then I would have had diced tomatoes in that. Diced tomatoes. I think I spelled it wrong. So it says a half a cup of diced tomatoes is 30 calories. I'll just, that's probably all I would have. Maybe I would have two, let's say. 2 servings of that. And I'm guesstimating. And because I'm not like perfect even now about measuring things out, I do my best. But I do try to measure at least, you know, things that like pasta I would definitely measure. I could be better about like weighing meat and stuff like that, but I usually kind of look at if I have something that's about the size of the palm of my hand. To me, that's a serving. I learned that in Weight Watchers years ago. So I would have put in the tomato soup, the diced tomatoes, and I would have put in like a can of Hunt's tomato sauce. So I would have the tiniest little bit tomato sauce. So actually, let me type in Hunt's because I'm not talking about like pasta sauce. I'm talking about those little cans about that big. So Hunt's tomato sauce. Okay, so a quarter cup is 20 calories. So that's probably all I would have had between my servings. So I'm going to add that in. All right, holy smokes. Dinner, just dinner, having like more than one serving, would have come to 1,514 calories. So that would be if I had like 2 to 3 servings of meat, if I had 2 to 3 servings of the pasta, which I would have had a cup, plus everything that it's cooked in with the tomato soup, the diced tomatoes, the tomato sauce, and the olive oil. Oh my goodness. So now I'm not even done yet for the day. I would have had another snack probably later in the evening. At this point, holy cow, 3,784 calories. Gee, I wonder why I was 300 pounds. Holy smokes. Okay, and I'm not even done because now let's say that I had dinner like 7 o'clock. I probably would have, like I said earlier, had a snack somewhere around 9 o'clock because I would have had a craving. And I know one of the big things is I sit in my kitchen a lot because we have a TV in there, I have a laptop there, and that's my place, that's my room. So when I'm in the kitchen, even now, after I've lost the weight, it makes me crave having snacks. So one of the big things I have to do is remove myself from the room. So I have to leave. I have to go. I'm in my den right now, my TV room. So I would have to come down here or maybe go up into my bedroom and just get away from the kitchen because, you know, hopefully I'll be too lazy to walk up the stairs to go back into the kitchen, or if I'm in my bedroom, too lazy to walk down the stairs to go into my kitchen. So we're in a split, so we have, you know, 3 levels. Okay, so let's go ahead and add the last snack, which maybe, let's say, I said earlier, maybe some Tostitos and salsa. So let's say Tostitos chips. Okay, so bite-sized chips and salsa, 13 chips. Okay, I'm going to go with that one, chips and salsa, and I wouldn't have 13. I would have had double that, so I'm going to go with 2 servings of that. So 2, add to diary. Okay, so you ready? 4,084 calories for the day. 4,084 calories. Right now, I eat 1,500 to 1,600 calories in a day. So that's more than double, almost triple of what I eat now. So, holy cow. Now I can say, I've lost my weight. MyFitnessPal has been a godsend. If you're on Weight Watchers, you get the journal to track in. I don't know if you still do, but you did when I used to be on Weight Watchers. And for some reason, I was never very good about writing it down. But, you know, with MyFitnessPal, I have the app on my phone. And you can now, with Weight Watchers, you can have an app on your phone, but I'm too cheap to pay for it. I think, what is Weight Watchers up to? About $50 a month now. So MyFitnessPal is free. So it kind of works the same way Weight Watchers works when I used to count points and that sort of thing. So anyhow, so just let's take a look. So that was today, if I was going to have all this. And let me just go back again to yesterday. Yesterday, I ate 1,390 calories. So I'll throw a picture up at the end of the video once again to show you my before and after. So that's how I've lost my weight, just by tracking calories in MyFitnessPal. Not just by tracking calories. I've done a lot. I started working out. I've made a lot of changes. I have another video that I talk about what my weight loss strategies were, and I'll link that up in the cards on top. And so, listen, if I can do this, anybody can do this, because I had lost all hope of ever losing weight. I can't express that enough. I just didn't think it was possible for me to lose weight, so I just kept on eating. Then I'd be guilty, and I'd keep on eating some more, and then that would get me depressed because then I was gaining weight, so then I'd eat some more. Terrible cycle I was in. I'm sure, you know, anybody out there looking to lose weight, if you're in that cycle too, there is hope. You have to have your rock bottom, and I did. So I have some videos that I talk about that. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and good luck to you in your weight loss journey. I hope to see less of you in the next video. I love that joke. It's getting old, right? And so anyhow, you can do this. If I can, anybody can. Good luck. You got this. Stay positive. The glass is half full. All right? Go for it.